Hey YouTube, it's Wishy. It's been kind of a rough day today. Um, Started off this morning pretty good. Took my son to the park. He had a play date and we hung out there for a while and he had a really good time. It's one of his favorite parks, and we met a friend there, and then one of her friends joined us later, and everything was going really well. And they started talking about that they needed to get their mom something for Mother's Day. And I was just kind of stunned, not really thinking about it a whole lot. And then one of them turned to me and said, "Oh, Jenny, I'm so sorry." And I just busted out in tears. And I was very embarrassed. I try very hard to keep control of my emotions, especially in public. But more than that, just in front of my son. I take it as a very serious responsibility that he not have to worry about me. And he knows I'm human. It's not that. He has seen me cry. But I try really hard to manage as well as I can. And anyway, I was embarrassed, and so we left pretty quickly after that and came home, and I knew I had my therapy appointment today, and so I just kind of took it easy until then. And I went to that, and of course I told my therapist what happened, and he was like, "That's very normal." And he asked me if I had any special plans for that day, and I don't really, but I've talked to my husband, and I'm gonna try to get some alone time. I think that I really need to grieve, and since I seem to have some kind of block about letting anybody see me like that, I might get a room and just go by myself. My therapist didn't really like that idea of me being alone, but I don't ever, well, it's not often that I have that opportunity. And even when I have short periods where I do, I spend so much time distracting myself from it, not letting my grief go beyond a certain point, and I don't think that's necessarily healthy. And so I'm gonna try to schedule a time to get this heavy weight that I feel maybe unloaded somewhat, and come to some kind of terms with things. Everybody's being really supportive and sweet to me. My friend gave me a big hug and told me she loved me, and she's not a person like that really too much, or at least I haven't known her in that way previous. But it was very sweet, very thoughtful, and it's nice to know that people care, and it's not very often in my real world day-to-day life that I can share my true feelings. I do that here. Weird that I can do it here. Anyway, I don't have another therapy appointment for until the week we come back from vacation. But I'm not worried about being alone. I think it will be very good for me. I just have to figure out what the right environment's going to be, and make the arrangements. My husband said that he would be fine with whatever I decided to do, and so I just got to figure out what it is. If any of you guys have any ideas of something that might be cleansing, or some suggestions, I'm open to ideas. Thanks for listening to me ramble. We'll see what happens. Bye, you guys.